Good morning, and wow, as always, what a beautiful morning in nature it is today. It's so peaceful here. It's about 6:45. I've got a friend coming down this morning with me. He hasn't arrived yet. I've come down and changed all the water. I had done a complete water change last night and today, so the pond's completely, it's had nearly 400 litres of water in the last 2 days, so it's got a completely fresh load of water, which is good. Every now and again it's important to do a complete water change on these. Just let it all roll out the side. And I've also, one of the other things I've done today, or last night, I put a night camera here, which I'm going to pick up, and hopefully we got some of the foxes or something else that came in last night. But we'll see in a little while. The pond's looking absolutely beautiful. The life around the pond is now really coming up. A little tree I planted in the beginning of the year is also starting to grow, which will give some beautiful shade here. The other tree here. So we'll see what happens. My friend looks like he's just arriving in the distance. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to set up, and hopefully we'll have some nice birds today. Okay, right. We're both set up now. You can't see obviously my friend inside, but he's there. We've still got some of the branches that I cut off the bush that were over the pond a couple of weeks ago. As you can see, it makes the hides much better disguised, and obviously the better they are hidden, the more chance you have. It's always a good idea. Don't cut things around, but if you've got something, obviously it's a good idea to do. Anyway, we'll see what happens today. First thing to show up this morning, a little tiny corn bunting. Looks like one of the young ones. Obviously there's been quite a bit of movement with the two of us setting up here this morning, so the birds may be a little bit later coming in, but we'll see. One of the young greenfinch as well. You can see it's the young one. It's still got the plumage on the back, so the feathers aren't fully grown. There's a lot of young birds around at the moment. Young ones don't seem to have that angry face that the older ones have, so as you can see, lovely little bird. Beautiful. Little stone chats come in as well now. Everything's coming in now. Everything's coming in at once. As I said, once it's settled down, there's a couple of red-billed caws flying around over the top. They may come down to the pond. Oh, blackbirds come in as well. Maybe you can hear the caws calling over the top. A whole band of young greenfinch have just come in for a drink. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 here at the moment, all around the pond. Oh, and our usual flying rats, as I call them. The azure-winged magpie. There's only one here. Hopefully he won't find the food before the little ones have had some that I put on the ground. Otherwise he'll call all his friends and he'll be gone. So, oh, here he comes around the front. That's it. He's found the food. Too late. He'll probably fly off in 5 minutes and bring in the rest of the band. Little linnets come in as well. Little male linnet. Beautiful. I love the linnets. Such a beautiful colour, the male linnet. Luckily he's got some of the food before the others have got it all. There's 1, 2, I'll show you in a second, but there's 6 of the Iberian magpies already come in now. And we got a little Thecla's lark come down for a drink. He was here before, I just didn't manage to get him on the video, he was too close. Now he's at the pond, you can see him. Lovely little bird, the Thecla. Much more dappled chest than the breasted lark, and a shorter beak as well, so. Little tawny pipits turned up quite early this morning, as you can see.
It's not the same one as the other day. It looks like a different one. It's got a slightly different colour on the head, so... Anyway, nice. Let's come a little closer to the front of the pond now. Oh, it's gone again. Lovely little bird. Such a delicate little bird. Got a little green finch here, perched on one of the posts right in front of the hide, just taking in the morning sun. Couldn't get much closer. It's probably about 6 feet away. Just enjoying the first rays of sun as they hit the pond. Little curl bunting's just come in for a drink at its usual spot. I was sitting over the back of the pond just now, but it never seems to come to the front pond, this bird. It always seems to like hidden in between the reeds at the back of the pond. Always very wary every time it comes here. Not quite sure why, but much more timid than some of the other birds. Gonna take a little bath, I think. No? Yep, there she goes. Hey, lovely. Always one of the earlier birds to come in. Once the sun's on the pond, it very rarely comes in. Yep, I was frightened off for a second by the corn bunting coming in. But now the curl bunting is there. You've got the corn bunting and the curl bunting together here, which is quite nice. And it's off again. A whole family of greenfinch have just turned up for a drink here at the pond. It's beautiful. There they go. Look at that. Parents and the babies there. Ah, the hawfinch has turned up. And my little friend the sparrows turned up as well. The hawfinch flew off very quickly. I can hear it calling. Hopefully it'll come back again. Get some nice footage of it in a second. It was the female. Hopefully it'll come back again though with the male. In the meantime, we've got the sparrow. Oh, here's the hawfinch back again. Common chaffinch female's just turned up here as well. Haven't seen one for a couple of weeks. Except the male a few weeks ago. Now we've got a female come. As it gets hotter and there's less water in the area, the birds will start coming out the forest for the drink more. The forest is just to the side. So now we get a few of the birds that stay in the forest more often come in. Got 3 frogs here. They've come out of the pond and they're eating the ants that are around. You'll see them in a second, hopefully. Just take one. I've just seen them take 2 ants actually. It's quite funny to watch. Very quick. There we go. Just sit there and wait for one to come past and then just jump at it. It's quite funny actually. There's an ant coming in there. It's probably going to get taken. Yep. Oh, no, missed it. You're going to see it in a second. As you can see, the ants moving around and the frogs just coming up and picking off a few every now and again. It's quite funny to watch. Loads of frogs around today. There you go, just caught one. go. Actually got him catching one. Finally got a little linnet. Come in for a drink. I've been missing a few of the linnet today. They haven't been around much.
Well, finished the day now. Come out the hide. We're dismantling everything at the moment. It's been a good morning. We had a couple of beautiful birds, as you've seen in the videos. A couple of the migrants come through still. If you've enjoyed the video, don't forget, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see the pictures from today's shoot, go into my eBird list down below and you'll see some lovely pictures from today. And obviously if you want to carry on getting the updates of all the birds coming through, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss anything. Have a wonderful day. Take care, everybody.